Triple B here. Sorry for taking a bit of a hiatus. We're back now though, and today we're going to be covering Cyrus Davis's winning deck from NAIC. The deck features a powerful combination of Rapid Strike Urshifu and Inteleon Vmax, taking a win in the biggest tournament of the year to close out the season leading up to the World Championships. And it actually seems like it's in a really good position for a run at that too, having a favorable matchup into majority of the meta, as well as weakness coverage thanks to having the water and fighting type main attacker in the deck, giving you different playstyles depending on the matchup. This isn't your typical stick deck though, it requires high skill to properly sequence and to set up knockouts, oftentimes without even needing to declare an attack, which is pretty solid, and sometimes you can take a cheeky back-to-back turn, but we'll get into that in a bit. Being a rapid strike deck, it's full of combo pieces all coming together to make it an absolute beast in the right hands. The first card we're going to cover though is the Urshifu Vmax. It's got two great attacks. The first one, Gale Thrust, letting you do a base 30, which sounds kind of underwhelming, but if it came from the bench into the active spot, another 120, so 150. Vstar is having 280, Vmax is 300-ish, 330, a little bit of chip damage into them. The nice thing though, since you're a fighting type, you're going to be hitting weakness into a very meta-relevant card, an Arceus Vstar that's seeing a lot of play at the moment. So you double that 150, you're doing 300, you're knocking them out. Even if they've got a V-Guard energy on there though, we've got some ways to just put a little bit of damage on there. Them having 310, it's fine. We're going to be taking them out. And to make sure that you're proccing that extra 120 damage though, having to come from the bench to the active, you've got to have ways to switch. And with Rapid Pokemon, we do actually have the Stadium card, Tower of Waters, which reduces your retreat cost by 2 if you're a Rapid Strike Pokemon. And all the Rapid Strike Pokemon in this deck have a retreat cost of 2 or less. So effectively, for your retreat, Urshifu on the bench, have something in the active, switch into it, punch him in the face with a bear, you're going to have a good time. Its second attack though is also an absolute threat. Gmax Rapid Flow is going to let you do 120 damage to Pokemon. You can choose to hit the active if you want, so if it is fighting weak like the Arceus, double that to 240, or just snipe 2 things off the bench. So if you're up against Gardevoir for example, see them setting up some Curlias and don't want them to be there, just kill them. Into Lost Box, want to take out 2 knockouts? Go for it. Or into Lugia, which is starting to see quite a bit of play, at least in my local meta. They've got 2 Archeops on the bench, they've got 150 health, 220 to those 2 things. They've got 30 HP left. Now we just need a way to kind of finish those off. To get that extra damage out though, we're going to be using the Sniper Frog Inteleon Vmax, coming in clutch with its ability Double Gunner. It lets you discard a water energy from your hand, put 2 damage counters on 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So if we've got, for example, those Archeops that had 30 left, just go ditch a water energy, 2 there, 2 there. You don't want to ditch another energy to go 2 and 2 and waste 10 damage on each of those. We can bench a Radiant Alakazam, just move 10 off of something else onto one of those Archeops, and it gets knocked out. And then we do have to waste a little bit, kill one, and then set up another thing. But it's still pretty solid. You can be doing some really good shenanigans there. Also very helpful into the Lost Box matchup. They've got a lot of Comfies sitting in their bench, 70 HP. That's what? 3 Inteleons go 20, 20, 20. They've each got 10 left. Again, just the Alakazam, move things around, just finish them off. It's very solid and a great way to fix up numbers or, yeah, into single prize things, knock them out. The other helpful thing, Rapid Strike Urshifu, you want to do damage to the bench, right? If they've got a Manaphy, all of a sudden you can't hit the bench, Inteleon's just going to come out and go, well, I put damage counter on. Damage? Yeah, its ability gets around Manaphy, just snipe Manaphy off the bench. Similar to what we just said about Comfy, just go bang, 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 move something, and then Urshifu's free to just go, okay, punch that, punch that. We've messed up their bench. The other nice thing about putting things down to pretty low HP is, since it is a Rapid Strike deck, the other good Rapid Strike V Pokemon is Medicham. It's got the attack Yoga Loop, lets you put 2 damage counters to any of your opponent's Pokemon, and if they get knocked out, take an extra turn. You can easily be paying this with Rapid Strike Energy, counting as 2 energy, switch into it with Tower of Waters, come out of nowhere, surprise your opponent, take an extra turn, put more pings out with Inteleon, take a bunch of prizes, use Urshifu, kill 2 more things. I think you see where I'm going with this. There's a lot of sequencing to the deck. Getting the combos off correctly can be difficult, but once you get your head around it, it's really satisfying when it all comes together. Back to Inteleon, since we haven't even covered its attack yet, so the ability is really good, but the attack's also great. It does a base damage of 70 for 2 energy, so again, we can be paying that with a Rapid Strike energy, but then if you'd like to do more, you can choose to put the energy back into your hand. So you can just attach Rapid Strike energy, pop, do 140 energy back into your hand. If you're concerned about Inteleon getting knocked out, now you're not losing the energy. Or to combo into another very helpful card being Cheryl, it's going to heal damage off all your damaged evolution Pokemon. This means Inteleon can hit something, bounce the energy back into our hand, our opponent hits the Inteleon, we just go, that's cute, use Cheryl, it's like nothing happened, reattach the Rapid Strike energy, hit them again, it's really helpful. The other nice thing about the Inteleon is by having an attack that's just water colorless, 2 energy, we're usually doing that with Rapid Strike energy, but Arceus, Duraludon, Umbreon has been seeing quite a bit of play. So the nice thing is you can just attach basic water energy and still hit into that Duraludon. We can be using Inteleon's ability, set up some damage into it, and then we're just doing 140. Do that twice into it, 280. That just means 2 Inteleon pings and move a little bit of damage with an Alakazam. We can be dealing with those Duraludons. So ideally in that matchup, we're going Urshifu, knock out a Arceus, so they only have enough time to set up 1 Duraludon, and then just kill another one, maybe use a Echoing Horn, bring back the Arceus again, knock it out, or if you'd want, just completely focus trying to take out those Duraludons just by going, okay, Arceus isn't doing much into me, I can be slowly working through these Duraludons. Do an 8 prize game like they want to try and make you play. There's also the Rapid Strike Octillery line in the deck, allowing you just to search your deck for any Rapid Strike card during your turn. Doesn't specify trainer, Pokemon, just anything that says Rapid Strike, it's fair game. Get an energy, get a Pokemon, get a trainer. We do have Karina in here that's drawn until you have 6 cards in your hand as a supporter card. It says Rapid Strike on it. It's just a great way to go, hey, I have Octillery, I can burn through my entire hand and then refill it. Sweet. Can also get us Echoing Horn. It's a great way just to go, hey, you have a pretty low health basic Pokemon in your discard pile. That's Squawkabilly. You got rid of that. Let's bring that back. You put it onto their bench, you ping it twice with Inteleon, and then you use Urshifu, finishing it off for that 160. It's free 2 prizes. Luminion V, another great target, or into decks like Lugia, where they're trying to be pretty conservative with their bench space. Just with it. Like, yeah, make them have that Luminion so that they can't get double Archeops. It's pretty solid, and a great way to close out a lot of matchups. And the final tech Pokemon in the deck is the Luminion V, just allowing you to get into a supporter card as you need it. It's very helpful. Being a low health 2 prize Pokemon though, we just said how we're going to try and take advantage of that, so our opponent can as well. It's something easy they can gust up, take 2 prizes, and swing it back into their favor, so if you don't need to use it, try not to. Bench space is a pretty limited resource in the deck. There's not really a way to clear it off, so having it sitting there, it means there's 1 less Inteleon or Octillery you can get out, so be careful. The deck doesn't include any Vstar Pokemon either, so we are going to be running 4 Sealstone to kind of make up for that. It's just a guaranteed way to get a card out from your deck. You attach it to any of your V Pokemon. VMAX Urshifu or Inteleon is like, yeah, I'm a Vstar. You can only use it once per game, but it's just a great way to guarantee yourself into things. We want to make sure that we're getting our benches set quickly, so you can use 4 Sealstone, get yourself into VIP Pass, or into an Arita, which then gets you into a Water Pokemon VIP Pass, and things like that. Like, it's just in a pinch, it can help you set up, or later into the game, just make sure you're getting into pieces that you need. To ensure we're getting into the energy we need for Inteleon's abilities, though, we do run 2 copies of Energy Retrieval, so we can be aggressively discarding those, just putting those counters out repeatedly, get them right back into our hand. It's pretty solid, and if you're struggling to search out energy from the deck, there is an energy search to kind of help out with that as well. Both being targetable by Arita, it's very helpful. The other way we can get energy back, or Pokemon if you choose, is Clara, just letting you get 2 basic energy and 2 Pokemon from discard pile. So another effectively energy retrieval card, and it is searchable with Luminion, which can be helpful for using that to close out the game. We've also got Melanie, just letting you get a water energy from your discard, attach it to a Pokemon so it combos nicely with Inteleon and can help us get around Duraludon Vmax. Plus, you get to draw 3 cards, which is always a bonus. The rest of the deck's pretty standard stuff. Professor's Research, Iono for draw power, bit of description, Nest Ball, VIP Pass, Ultra Ball to search out our Pokemon and get set up. We've got energy in the deck as well, obviously. 6 water to be able to use with the Inteleon, and 4 copies of Rapid Strike energy, just being a great way to set up the Urshifus, the Metachams, the Inteleons. It's solid. 2 energy for the price of 1. Can't really complain about that, and it's searchable with Octillery, so I feel like it's just a given in Rapid Strike decks, to be honest. That's it for the deck, though. It's definitely a fun one to play. Like I said, though, high skill cap on it, so if it doesn't click right away, don't get frustrated. Stick with it. Not going to be for everybody, but it's definitely one of those decks you should understand how it works in case you run into it on the PTCGL ladder or at a tournament, so it's not catching you completely off guard. But let's jump on ladder with this and see how we go today. Alright, starting the bearer. Into Guardy. Okay. We've got Forest Seal Stone, which means we've effectively gotten out to VIP Pass. We establish our bench, get a bunch of Inteleons, ping, 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 ping. Mew, Guardy, Lost Buck, Chin Pow don't care about the hammer. Nah, Guardy doesn't care about hammer in the slightest. Mew does. Mew, if it's DTE Mew, they 100% do. If they lose one energy, it can tilt the game. I feel like Giacomo as well is one of those cards that, like, I'm surprised isn't seeing more play, but I think it's because Mew's kind of fallen off. Like, people haven't been playing as much Mew because Drapion is seeing too much play. So it's just like, the meta's weird. It's a bit of a, like, wave. You'll see things come in, but then people counter it, so they kind of drop off. And that's, yeah. It's a tricky one to read. That's where PTCGL makes things interesting. Because you see people either just running like what's determined to be the best deck or absolute nonsense. It's a beautiful thing. Alright. How are we looking for evolution pieces? 3 VMAXs, but one of the Vs is prized. We've got Heavy Ball? We do have the Heavy Ball, so we theoretically could get into all of them. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah, so I think we just grab that with that. I might even just use the Forest Seal Stone already. Like, we put it in play at least already. And, like, I'm tempted to chuck the energy on here. They've got Manaphy, though, so less tempted. We Iono them. Does it do anything for us? Not heaps. Well, it gets us out of this hand. So yeah, we'll do it. Maybe we get into VIP pass off of it. Maybe not. But effectively, yeah. We grab that, grab that. Alakazam isn't seeing play just yet, so there's no point using it till we need it, and we'll hold off on that Forest Seal Stone. Theoretically, we escape rope just so they're not taking a knockout into that, but at the same time, if we're putting that active, I think we just let them have the Urshi. Like, we don't let them have the Urshi, but because we could have escape roped, we go into Inteleon, and then it's what? Surf? We hit Surf into likely a Greninja. It's redundant. They attach an energy. They hard retreat. They use Gardevoir EX. They just send it through as Psychic Embrace. Yeah, but you have Violet, but you haven't finished it because you haven't had the time. Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I finished it until April, and it came out in what? November? Took a while. I just didn't get super into it. Like, the frame rate issues, like, it just felt very clunky. I kind of wish they just went back to, like, 2D style. Just make the games how they knew how to make the games. Because the way that they're doing it right now, it just feels like they're not 100% across what they're doing. And you can tell. Okay, now I'm kind of wishing we'd just gone for the Surf play. Was half expecting them to get, like, the rare candy plays off. Guardy with Mew, like, yeah, you usually dig and just second turn. Oh, here's a bunch of energy out. Zation, bop. Stone for VIP? Yeah, Stone for VIP. Just finished Let's Go Pikachu for the second time. Oh, nice. How's that? Wasn't anticipating being alive still. And I wish we had a way to discard this so we could at least go Melanie. Oh no, we can't go Melanie. They have a Manaphy right there. Like, we could strafe? What? Am I strafing? I think we're strafing, guys. Have this fish. It's good. Your team was Pikachu, Zapdos, Charizard, Mewtwo, Articuno. It's a little bit stacked. Yeah, Let's Go games are good. Like, I meant to go back to it because there's the end game content where there's like the master trainers, right? Where they have like level 100 of one Pokemon. You have to train one up to fight it. But then the fact that it was just feed candy to your Pokemon and get them to go above and beyond what the stat limits were meant to be kind of killed it for me. Fun concept for a game though. Like, my partner and I played it as co-op, which I feel like also kind of reduced it. I wish they'd put out like a genuine hard mode for games like that. But no, definitely like a really fun one to revisit. Big fan of Kanto, so the fact that they keep going back to it, I'm keen. Any good TV shows recommendations? Like, kind of depends what you're into. I like kind of cozy shows and like adventure shows. So I've been rewatching Dragon Prince on Netflix. I don't know if you've seen that. It's like a fantasy, like fantasy show made by the guys that did the original Avatar, the Last Airbender. Really cool. Like, there's dragons, elves, that kind of stuff. So if you haven't seen it before, it's on Netflix. It's pretty good. They've got a new season coming out next week. Also, a really one I always end up going back to is Hilda, which is also on Netflix. There's only like 2 seasons, but it's just like a cozy show. It's kind of based in like rough Norse mythology almost, but in the modern day. So she's like a little girl running around. There's like trolls and just stuff like that. Like mythical creatures you wouldn't really hear about, but that there's already lore behind. So it's nice and just feels kind of grounded, but like cozy and very out there at the same time. It's hard to explain. And also, we've been watching One Piece. They've got that on Netflix now as well. So catching up. I'd never seen it. Didn't realize how many episodes there is. I think we're at like 300 something. They just put another season out there. But I think they're up to like 1,000 in the actual show. So I don't know. That'll be one that's on the back burner for a while. And then what else we watched recently? My partner was watching a show called The Watcher. Watcher or The Watchers? I don't know. Wasn't for me, but it's like these people buy a house and I don't know if it's like a stalker or it's haunted or what it is, but people just mess with them. Like, they get these letters dropped off to their house that's like they see what they're doing and they're just kind of like messing with them, and it seems like they're trying to get them to move out of the house, or they're like murdery. I don't know. It was not my typical kind of show, but she was watching it, so I was kind of like present, and I'm like, this is uncomfortable. But yeah, not my kind of show. If that's what you're into, fair enough. Let's get this. We start putting the things out. Go double gunner. I think we just start roughing their guys up. Like, we start beating up the Manaphy so that ideally like Urshifu can come out and clean things up. And we'll start beating this up so that it can't get up to scary numbers. Going for the Iono, I don't know how relevant that'll be. But at the same time, like, going for the Melanie isn't really setting us up anywhere. Like, yeah, it could get the Urshifu online, but I think we just want to establish our board more. Like, I'm half considering grabbing that or the Remoraid. It might be the Remoraid since we have the Octillery, to be honest. Like, we're not using the Alakazam right now. Because if we move damage counters off, that it makes it so they can get up to our numbers. Maybe the Alakazam would have been relevant because like we could move damage counters onto this. But no, like if we can take out that Manaphy, this being on the bench, Urshifu comes out, goes 120 there, 120 to like one of those, take them out, get 3 prizes in one go, 4 because we've taken that out. Or get a Medicham out, knock something out, take an extra turn. Yeah. Azumi, you like The Boys, The Walking Dead, and Black Mirror? Fair, fair. What are they getting rid of? They're getting rid of the Manaphy for us? Okay, cool. Cool beans. I'll take it. I'll kill this and this. Urshifu, coming in hot. You're back. What show was I talking about? We were talking about Hilda. We talked about Dragon Prince. And did you hear about those ones? And then I was talking about One Piece at the end. Oh, buddy, are you just setting up my Medicham numbers? Oh, you're so silly. What are you doing, you goofball? Like, I appreciate it, but you shouldn't have done that. You thought he would get rid of the Gardevoir Ex? No, you don't get rid of the Gardevoir Ex. Like, unless they had a replacement Gardevoir Ex, because it's like, get rid of that one, put that one in play, and then a Zacian comes out later. But you need it to be able to accelerate numbers. They boss up my Urshi? Is that what they're going for? Okay. Oh no. What are you doing? That's a waste. You want to save that for your next one. You done goofed, sir. You done goofed. Like, I want to deal with that, but at the same time, I know we need to beat that up. Well, maybe we do beat that up. I'm just hesitant that then they can get a Zacian out. Yeah, I probably should have been taking that out. How are we looking for switch cards? We've got Escape Rope still. We've got the 3 Rapid Strike, or Towered Waters. So I think we do grab that. Yeah, 3 of those are in there. Escape Rope's in there. We do this. Already used the Forest Seal Stone, which would have been a nice guaranteed out. But the fact that we can take that out, have an extra turn, potentially get more pings off, take 3 prizes, and then ideally try and deal with that. We didn't find a switch out. Didn't find a switch out, didn't find an out to the Alakazam. Like, that's capped. It's not doing enough damage to take us out. Oh, I did find a switch out. I gotta... Hey, brain, you wanna work a little bit today? Nah, it's overrated. Okay, cool. Good talk. I used both those, yeah? Like, I'll use this now just to double check, but I'm pretty sure I used both the Inteleons. Just make sure we're not missing out on any pings. Yeah, they got the red arrows. Yeah. That needs to go down, though. Wish we had an Urshifu. Escape rope's still in there. We've got to read us. We can guarantee it. We just go into... Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just have game here. Oh, this is just dirty. Just getting done dirty, poor guy. Yeah, it's like Arita, escape rope, bring that active. Octopus, special energy, Pop. Frog? Oh, that's just silly. We're trying the NAIC list. I'm enjoying it. I think I'm gonna buy Inteleons. Just made some very silly misplays into Gardevoir, but it's like, oh no, I just move stuff around, move stuff around. Okay, cool. We'll just take 2 turns, take some knockouts. It's fine. How you doing? How's your weekend going? No basics. If I had a basic though, that hand is sick. VIP pass, get my Inteleons, next turn, Iono. Run away with it. I keep opening fish. Why? We'll open spoons. I don't want to put fish down. And apparently we give up 2 mulligans. What's that about? What the heck? Alright, tricky thing here. Do we get rid of the fish? I'm almost thinking we Ultra Ball away the fish, just knowing that we have Iono as an out. I'd like to get into Rem Raid, so we have that as guaranteed thing, but that also seems a little bit wasteful. So, I think we get rid of this, just knowing that we have ways to recover it. And I think we get rid of this, just knowing that we don't necessarily need it at the moment. Like, we've got ways to recover it. Everything else, not so much. I guess technically the Octillery we do as well, but... do that, pass. All right, Friday night for you. Unusually busy thanks to some sporting event that might be happening on our continent. Oh, cool. The women's FIFA World Cup they were talking about? I think that's in New Zealand. Is that what you're referring to, though? Maybe there's some in Australia. For some reason, I had it in my head it's in New Zealand. That's the one? Nice. That's awesome. You guys actually getting like good turnout for it. Oh no. Now we're gonna find our battle pass. Okay, we didn't, but we found a switch. That's cool. Houndour. This is Gengar. Nice. Yeah, I heard people were trying to bring Gengar back. Respect it. Respect it. Like, it hits relevant numbers. It's scary, and it's a very cool Pokemon. Why wouldn't you play it? He's fighting weak, though. So, we bench an Urshi. Now I kind of wish we had discarded the Octillery, although this actually does kind of help us out since we can go Clara, get Luminion back, and have an out for a supporter next turn. Knowing that it's Gengar though, what's the play? Because like they accelerate those out, it beats themselves up. Urshifu though, like Gmax Rapid Flow isn't doing enough to take things out. But the fact that it's like we could take out 2 Houndooms might be relevant. So I think we do that. And pass. If you want to hit Mr. Spoons, you can hit Mr. Spoons. I know Gengar and Spoon Man, they're not the best of friends. They should probably work on that. Gengar's got a big bounce. Alakazam's got 2 spoons. They could share a sundae. It'd be oddly romantic. Don't think into it too much. Okay, well, they Ultra Ball the Judge away. Oh, okay. For Bibarel. Like, meaning they're gonna Iono once again. Ultra Ball Boss Judge, though. Going real aggressive. And the Iono, okay. That's what, 3 Ionos down? Rivalry is so heated, dating back to Saffron City Gym, right? Spoon Man and Big Mouth Ghost. In the anime, it was like Haunter, though, right? I think it was Haunter and Kadabra. Yeah, now it's just they're grown up. They're still pissed. I take it, no VMAX. Are you gonna put me to sleep? Need 1 more single strike to get the knockout. 10 damage off. 60, double it. 10 damage shot. Exactly how you envisioned it? Yeah. Alright, he's a sleepy boy. I'm kind of thinking we just get Remoraid here. Like, Inteleon would be cool, but the fact that we're losing the Alakazam and we've already played Clara, that means that's just gone. It's gone. He's not coming back. This comes out, though. Theoretically can pop into the active Gale Thrust, take a knockout. Because, like, we've got Tower of Waters to have that go in the active, retreat into it. We just need a way to get into the energy. Maybe we do start charging him up. Like, I prefer to keep these for the attack, but... I don't have the attack, the ability. Hey, we can still use spoons. Sure. Now that Houndoom's in range of a Gmax punch in the face. Spoon Man did one thing. They can kill Bibarel and that Houndoom in one go. Really? They turned it into a dogfight. Still have about 3 tables to wrap up there. Lurkin? Cheers, buddy. I think the US game just finished. Oh, nice. Have to let me know how they did. Echoing Horn for what? Another Houndour? Nah, it doesn't really seem like it would make any sense. Like, I guess I could hit him with Surf. We are bricking.
Wait a minute, where are we going? Oh, to the party.
Oh, it's fine. We got a counter stadium in hand. We're good. We're good. Question of the day. What card are you most excited for from Obsidian Flames? It's like, there's some cool looking cards. I don't know how much it's going to impact the meta though. Like Charizard EX definitely seems like that can be a viable deck. Toadscruel being an interesting counter for Lost Box. There's also some interesting stadium cards and like supporter cards, but yeah, like actual Pokemon lines, it just seems like it's a lot of filler stuff. Terra-type Tyranitar also just seems like okay. Really? Now we find it. Okay, question is how greedy do we go? Because like we could go Forest Seal Stone to guarantee the Octillery to guarantee the energy. Or even just guarantee the energy, come to the active. We're 10 damage off the knockout now though, because I did that Alakazam nonsense. So that's frustrating. And we have no way to get that Alakazam back. Oh, silly, silly, silly. I guess we put that out. That becomes a threat into it. Yeah, I'm almost wondering if we do just go for research. Not getting the energy though would suck, but it's like we research, we can get into Octillery. I prefer to get into the guarantee is obviously the safe route, but we got there. We're fine. Like, do we just put another one down as safety? I just really don't want him getting knocked out. No, I think we should be fine. Like, they shouldn't... Oh, actually, how much are they doing now? 180. 220? No, so they shouldn't be able to one-shot it. We just retreat into this. Use this, get the Octopus, get the energy. Probably should have benched the Remoraid just for insurance. Just because, yeah, having that is a guaranteed way to get the energy for the Medicham to kill the Gengar, take an extra turn. And then Urshifu comes up. Would have been really good. Hindsight. Are you gonna put me to sleep? Really? We're going nap time. Oh, hey, Fancy Duck. How you doing, buddy? How's your Saturday? Yeah, like, what's the game plan here? Okay. Do they have the evolution, or are they going to try and put me to sleep? Oh, they're banking hard on that. Okay. 3-card hand to get into a VMAX. Cool. That's the peak, though. That's frustrating. We've got energy retrieval, so we can at least get those energy back in hand. I don't know that we really need or want to. Because like with them having pass, what's our counter to it? We've got Ultra Ball. We go Ultra Ball Octillery, get into the counter stadium, bump it. I'm still liking the idea of just getting into the Medicham. So it's like energy search to thin. Do that. Although I guess we get the counter stadium, we ping that. That's 3 prizes. We've already used escape rope though. Yeah, let's see how this goes. All right. See how this goes. Okay, so we hard retreat, we go into the Medicham. The Medicham can ping the Gengar. That lets us take another turn and 3 prizes, which is, well, obviously very good. We get an Inteleon that can theoretically evolve next turn. Sorry for the silence, it's just going through the steps. Yeah, we do that. Yoga Loop. Take that out. We just need to be able to then retreat back into this. We know there's another Rapid Strike energy in the deck. Octillery can get it for us. We come into the active, we go Gale Thrust, knock it out. Like, we can get there. Yeah. Casually take 6 prizes in 2 turns back to back without letting our opponent play. That's sick. It's still Friday for you. Well, happy Friday, fans. You made it to the weekend, bud. You made it to the weekend. We go first. Open Battle Pass. That's the call. Let's do it. Make it happen. Or not. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll open the Urshifu. We've got water energy. We could theoretically get the attack off next turn, first turn, second turn, into Arctina. Like next turn, first turn? No. It'll be second turn we get it off. Pass? Maybe they whiff, don't bench anything, we just strafe for game? It's not going to happen, but it's kind of funny that it's possible. Oh my god, it might actually happen. Okay, shoots. There we go. one path going in the bin too. That's always nice to see. Yeah, so I think best case here, we can get into escape rope, rapid, or Tower of Waters. So we go Tower of Waters, retreat, escape rope, get back in the active, punch that in the face. We've got the energy to do it. There's no way that they go into the active. Yeah, like they just don't do it. This time we got 6 energy. Yeah, we do that. Like, researching all this away. Not the biggest fan, but we don't need to, but... Do we just strafe him? You may switch this. Okay, so we punch that in the face, that comes to the active. But I think if we strafe him, that means this has to come up. That with a choice belt can knock it out. That with a choice belt can't do anything to this. I could also just go for the Vmax now, right? Getting rid of that doesn't feel right. But I don't really want to get rid of anything else. We go for the Vmax, we get Gale Thrust. We can still just punch for 1 energy. Like, getting another Inteleon online to just get damage counters out wouldn't be a bad shout, but I think just showing them that we have it, it's kind of a, hey, what you doing? You forget the ability of Bidoof from time to time. Even if you can see the red words, you just forget. Yeah, you can't hit it from the bench. It's effectively like a Manaphy on itself. Especially since so many people were on the Crown Zenith one. Like, you just don't see it on there. Okay, the Raihan likely gets them into an out for another basic. The Vstar power likely gets them into some more pieces to be basics. Holding the double counter stadium, though, is really good because I feel like, yeah, Starbirth is likely grabbing them a path to the peak as well. And like, that Tina is a little bit concerning. Almost wondering if we do just do Gmax Rapid Flow into it, because it does, what, 240, and then we could just finish it off with pings on the bench later. Softens this up. That genuinely might be the call. Because, like, we do ping, we do Metacham, take that out. I might go for it. Like, I think we still put Tower of Waters down just for that best case being that we can bounce. Oh, I can't even, because our bounce is escape rope, which then brings that to the active, and then it's kind of redundant. We got rid of the Echoing Horn, didn't we? Yeah. Or else we could have brought that back. Echoing Horned it. Yeah, we will do that. Just put a bit of damage onto him. We'll put it down just in case. Just in case. Like, I hate that we're giving them a new 6-hand or 6-card hand. We did get into the play I wanted, though. We'll move these now. Just in case they do get pathed down, since now we don't have a counter for it. And then, yeah, this comes out. It does 240 to him. He's in Metacham range. Yeah, so they did get the path. Like, that's the downside. The Iono seem to have helped them more than us. But it did get rid of the Vstar, so they might not even have the Giratina Vstar now, actually. Which is kind of funny. Could also just use Smash Uppercut. It's 20 off though, so we would need to get around the path to the peak. Let's do that. Trying to think what the play is. They haven't used the V-Star power, so they theoretically could come out with Star Requiem. I don't think they would, though. Wouldn't make a lot of sense. Might just retreat into this since we can hit it, use Cheryl. That or the energy retrievals. So how are we looking for energy? Yeah, I think it's that. I do Smash Uppercut. Does 200. They evolve, though. Whereas we retreat, we go into this. We're outside of range. We're not getting knockouts, but we're not completely missing it. And like, we could always just attach an energy there to be not too far off yoga looping. Like, especially the fact that we've got all that energy there. We've got energy retrieval. I think we're fine. How much damage is the second attack? Second attack's 100. It's not affected by resistance. So we'd hit weakness into them. But the weakness only gets up to 200, so it's 20 off. That's where, like, if Path to the Peak wasn't in play, we could have used Alakazam, moved 20 to it, done the second attack, taken a knockout there. Interesting. Okay. And we get a path counter. Like, we've got Cheryl at least. We do that. Cheryl's bugged though, so it's going to discard the basic energy off Metachan. But it's a something. Oh, Metacham's not damaged, so it didn't. Okay, cool. It's only somewhat bugged then. Bench this just so we have another attacker we can try and get online. That Cheryl coming or being in hand was pretty clutch. Nice thing here too, if we can get an out for Octillery, we should have the game. We get an out to Octillery. Octillery gets Tower of Waters. We bump that. We go into Metacham. We can use Yoga Loop, take out the Giratina, have an extra turn, go into something, take another turn. Or Inteleon knock that out, or Urshifu knock that out. Or that out. What's the plan, Tina? There? Okay, well, that's annoying. So that just has to come up. Swing. Game. We could retreat. What does that even do for us, though? Like, we retreat, we go into the Alakazam, for example, just to buy ourselves another turn. If they have boss, they have boss. I think that's just the situation we're in right now. Because if not, they knock this out. Metacham comes active. We attach water energy. We Yoga Loop. Oh, Pokemon is fun. How's it going, buddy? Sneaking in there for a cheers. Appreciate it. Okay, well, we got 4 Seal Stone. We've got a switch out. They can't use boss because they just use judge, so we should be safe. Wishing we'd use that energy retrieval now, just so we could have gotten into some energy. But I guess if we had that, then we might not have gotten these cards. Not sure what their game plan is here. Okay. Okay, what's our game plan here, though? I want to get that online somehow. It's like Forest Seal for Octillery? Oh, actually. We just do that. I'm an idiot. That was supposed to go in here. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, no. Goomba moment. Absolute Goomba moment on my part there. That was a... Oh, we literally have game in hand and I've just... Azumi, I'm thinking the same thing. What the hell was that? That's okay. We've still got it. We've still got it. Don't mind me. Just being an idiot. It's fine. Like, yeah, we just go Yoga Loop, we take out that Tina, and then... We got there. Yeah, so that Forest Seal was meant to go on the Urshifu. We could then go for the Octillery to get into, like, the Urshifu Vmax. Give us some options. Didn't do that for some reason, though. Put it on the Remoraid, but all good.